Today I had in my mind that we should discuss a little bit in regards to Tahajjud Salah and the virtues of Tahajjud Salah. But looking at the condition of the weather, Allah Ta'ala put into my heart that I should speak more about this. If you look at the qualities of Allah Ta'ala, then Allah Ta'ala is full of rahmat and mercy. And this rahmat and mercy Allah Ta'ala showers upon His entire makhluk. Whether a person is mu'min, whether a person is kafir. Even a kafir that denies the existence of Allah Ta'ala, is an atheist. That kafir also Allah Ta'ala feeds him also 3 times a day. And Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam on the other side is rahmatul lil alameen. So much of love Nabi Alayhi Salatu Wasallam had for the ummah, Muslims, non-Muslims, everyone. This very same love, this compassion, we find Allah Ta'ala blessed many of our awliya, many of the pious servants of Allah Ta'ala with. We'll take one example. The Ustad of Mufti Mohammed Shafi Saheb Rahmatullah Alayhi, Hazrat Maulana Mia Asghar Hussain Saheb Rahmatullah Alayhi. So Mufti Shafi Saheb Rahmatullah Alayhi was very, very close to him, and he used to visit him very often. So when they used to sit, they were informal with one another, although it was Ustad and student, but they were very informal. So one day Mufti Shafi Saheb Rahmatullah told his Ustad, he said, Hazrat, let's see, every year there's so much of rain. And when we experience this rain, in India, the monsoon region, in the monsoon time when there's so much of rain, he says all the plaster that is on the house, all that washes away. So every year you need to replaster the house. So he said, Allah Ta'ala has given you the means. Why don't you build a proper solid house so you don't have to go through this difficulty year in and year out? So Maulana Mia Asghar Hussain Saheb Rahmatullah Alayhi, he thought for a little while, and then he said that Allah reward you. That for 40 years this thought never come to my mind. It is only now that you are mentioning this to me. So Mufti Shafi Saheb Rahmatullah immediately understood that Hazrat is making ishara to something. He is indicating to something. The Huzruks, they don't talk straight. Al-aqilu takfihi al-ishara. They just indicate to something. It's for you now to take the point, to understand what he is saying. So Mufti Shafi Saheb Rahmatullah said, Hazrat, I'm asking for forgiveness. They explained to me, what is the reason? Why didn't you build a solid house all these years? So initially they don't explain. But after some time, he took the hand of Mufti Shafi Saheb Rahmatullah Alayhi and he went to the door. And then he told Mufti Shafi Saheb Rahmatullah Alayhi, look at all the houses in the street. He said, is there a single baked house, a proper house, a solid structure? Or all the houses are mud houses? So he said, all the houses that are here are all mud houses. So he said that if I have to build a proper house, and all my neighbors, they have houses that are made of mud, how would they feel? So he says, that is what prevented me from building a proper solid structure house. On another occasion, Mufti Shafi Saheb Rahmatullah Alayhi was eating mangoes with Hazrat Maulana Mia Asghar Hussain Saheb Rahmatullah Alayhi. Perhaps people brought hadiyah, they used to come and used to give a lot of hadiyah to Hazrat Maulana. So they ate mangoes. And after eating the mangoes, Mufti Shafi Saheb Rahmatullah, he was the student, so he said, Hazrat, I'll clean the dastarkhan. So he said, do you know how to clean a dastarkhan? So he said, Hazrat, do you need to know how to clean a dastarkhan? So he said, yes, you need to learn how to clean a dastarkhan. So he said that all these mango peels that are here, don't take them and dump them in one particular place where some poor person might pass and he will see all the peels lying there. What would he say? That look, these people have enjoyed so much of mangoes, yet in the entire mango season, we haven't enjoyed even a single mango. It will hurt the heart of some poor person. So he said, distribute it, take it and place it in different places where the municipal workers will pick up the dirt. So if a person has to pass by also, he'll see just a few mango peels. He wouldn't feel so hurt. So they were very, very considerate of the makhluk, of the creation of Allah Ta'ala. Today on a rainy day like this, a person in our homes will have one carpet outside. There are no shoes inside the house. And if the child by mistake has to run with that mud shoe into the house, what a scolding doesn't that child get? But here on one side, we got people that are living in the mud houses. Every morning they're going into that mud house, they're coming out of that mud house. 24 hours they are living in that mud house. In our home, there's one leak that's somewhere in one corner of the room. How restless we are. We have to get this guy, get the roof guy, sort out the roof, get it painted. It must look nice also. But here, perhaps people are sleeping and water is coming into their home also. When we come to the masjid, perhaps we look for the closest parking to the door, so I don't have to walk a distance also. and I will get into the masjid first so I don't get wet. But here there are poor people that are walking kilometers just with the plastic over their head. So on a day like this, we should think a little bit. Just take a little bit of time on our own. In our homes, just think, Ya Allah, what a home you have given me. That here in comfort I am sitting in my home. No difficulty, no problem. Other people, what problem they might be going through. And every day there shouldn't be a dua wherein we do not make dua to Allah Ta'ala. Allah, those that are hungry, give them food, Allah. Those that are thirsty, give them water, Allah. Those that do not have clothing, Allah, you give them clothing, Ya Allah. Those that do not have proper homes, Ya Allah, you give them proper homes. There was one Buzruk on a cold day, he used to take his clothes out, he used to take his jacket, everything off. So people said, Hazrat, why do you take this jacket off? So he said that in reality I am supposed to provide for them. Allah hasn't given me the means, I cannot provide for them. At least I can share that cold with them. So he used to take his jacket off. It is mentioned, we heard from our Shaykh, Nawal Barakatum Hazrat mentioned. He said, any person that makes dua to Allah Ta'ala daily, that Allah shower your rahmat, shower your mercy, on every makhluk, on the animals shower your rahmat, on the birds shower your rahmat, on the fish that are in the ocean shower your rahmat, on the insects that are on the ground shower your rahmat, on insan shower your rahmat, on the jinnat shower your rahmat. A person that makes dua like this, in every dua he mentioned this person will become an abdal, who will become a great servant of Allah Ta'ala, a great saint. We all love to reach that high stage. But if a person has this love for the makhluk of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala will make us reach that stage. So we should always make dua for those that are less fortunate, and where we can help somebody, try and assist somebody. Once we went, I'll just finish off on this, once we went in Jamaat, just comes to my mind, Haji Bhai Padia Saheb Rahmatullahi. We were very young that time, we were in school, high school days. So Haji Saheb Rahmatullahi was going in Jamaat. So whole bus he took with him. And Allah Ta'ala, look at the barakat of these pious people, that the wazaif that he taught us, we were young boys. So after Fajr, Haji Saheb used to sit on the mimbar. And then he used to teach us wazifas. Then he used to tell anybody, right, you stand up, now you read the wazifa. You stand up, you read it. Everybody is frightened, they tell he's going to come anytime, they'll have to read the wazifa. So like that, in 1 week we learned all the wazifas also. So when we went to Haji Saheb Rahmatullahi, at that time, we're talking of maybe now more than 20 years back, 20, 25 years ago. That time when weddings used to take place, they used to print cards. And what was the price of a card that time? It was just 1 rand a card. So Haji Saheb, wherever he went, we went Escort, Ladysmith, Denhauser, Newcastle, and then from there they went to Johannesburg. And then we came back to Pietermaritzburg. So he mentioned in every masjid, he said that you are spending 1 rand on a card. And he said that that card is going to maybe 400, 500 people. So 500 rand. That time 500 rand was a lot of money. He says, take that 500 rand. And he says, for a poor person that doesn't have a roof, buy some roofing for that person. He says, on a hot day, the dua will come out of his heart for you. And on a cold day, when it is cold and when it is raining, he will be protected on that cold day, on that rainy day. The dua will come out of the heart of that poor person for you. So take the duas of the people rather than wasting this money in wedding cards. Today leave 1 rand and 2 rand. Today they make birthday cards. And one birthday card spent 50, 100 rand, one card. How much of money is wasted? In our weddings, how much of money is wasted? This is a different topic altogether. Allah Ta'ala save us. Allah Ta'ala give us tawfiq, inshallah.